less than 48 hours until Rutgers football returns to High Point Solutions Stadium for their home opener against the Howard University Bison, and there's plenty to talk about with this team. Here joining us to do just that is Tom Lucci. Tom, good to see you. It's been a while. Just want to rewind 7 days before we get into the Howard game and take a look back at the Washington State game. What did you see from this Rutgers team in that game, positives from that game?
Well, great start to the RVision era on offense, obviously. 200 yards rushing, 200 yards passing. The only time they did that last year was against Houston, so that was encouraging. I thought the offensive line play was very good, and Michael Burton's blocking was just off the charts. When I watched the replay, I counted at least 4 or 5 great springing blocks that he had. And I think, listen, the defense did what it had to do. The passing numbers are not pretty, but they made the stops when they had to make them. They had the key pass breakup when they had to make it, and then the great special teams play. So, you know, those were the positives come out of it, and it's a lot to build on, too.
Looking forward to this Howard team, what does Rutgers need to do to win that game this Saturday?
Well, Rutgers just has to play Rutgers football. You know, the encouraging thing, I think, for the defense, the Rutgers defense, is that Howard only passed for 68 yards last week. That's going to come as a great relief to this pass defense, which has been under siege, as you know, for a couple of games dating back to last year. That's going to be a positive. You know, their quarterback is the key. McGee's the key to everything they do on offense. He's not a high percentage passer. He attempted 26 passes against Akron. He ran the ball 13 times. Rutgers defensively should be able to slow him. Akron shut them out. It's just a matter of Rutgers playing well and not getting caught looking ahead to that team from Western Pennsylvania next week.
And the weather conditions are not supposed to be so great this Saturday. Do you think that's something this team needs to worry about? Does Coach Flood seem concerned about that at all?
Well, he didn't today when we talked to him, at his press conference. As he said, an important point. Rutgers is a Northeast team. A pro-style offense that's more conducive to bad weather than the West Coast offense. So I would think you'll see a lot of good running from Rutgers. I think they'll try to establish that early. I don't know how much the starters, the key guys, will play. The Paul Jameses, the Gary Novas. If you're a true Rutgers fan and you make it through what's supposed to be terrible weather, I think you'll be rewarded by seeing some young guys that we haven't even seen in games yet. We've seen them in practice, but not in games.
Thank you so much, Tom. Thanks for joining us again. That game will be this Saturday. It'll be at 12 o'clock noon at High Point Solutions Stadium. And if you can't make it to the stadium, don't worry. It'll be on Big Ten Network. And before we wrap up, on behalf of everyone at RVision, we would like to extend a very happy birthday wish to Eric LeGrand. Eric turns 24 today.
Happy birthday, E52.
Keep chopping, Eric. From the Rutgers practice facility with Tom Lucci, I'm Taryn Hatcher.